When it comes to keeping your house nice and warm, you have a lot of choices out there, and we're here with Jim Forquer to talk about a couple of them. Jim, we're talking about comparing a heat pump to a furnace. You know, what's going to be better for any particular home and why?
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, I'll talk about, Cleveland, Ohio here, Randy. The furnace is preferable, okay? Simply because of the higher temperature rise you get off a fuel or even electric furnace. By that I mean a consistent high temperature rise. The air coming into the furnace versus the air going out. Okay, now we're maintaining a 70-degree room. Usually the air coming out of that furnace is 40 to 70 degrees warmer than the air going back. So 70 plus 50 is 120. You got 120, 130 degrees coming out of the registers, okay? On a heat pump, you don't have as great a temperature rise. The best you'll ever do is 30 and maybe sometimes 20. Okay, so you get 70 coming back, you have about 90 coming out of those registers. And it feels cold. I mean, if you're walking by it, it's heating the house, but if the air's rifling through your house at a high velocity or whatever, and that's what people find objectionable. It's still satisfying the thermostat is 70, but they don't like the cooler temperature rises. Okay. So if they said, if I have my preference or my options, I would go with a furnace. Now, why would I have a heat pump then? Cost. What is your fuel? Okay. Sometimes we have natural gas, but other times we have deliverable fuels, oil, propane, or an all-electric home. Now we want to heat our home, but we want to manage those costs, okay? Well, a heat pump above 40 degrees outdoor temperature, okay, is a very effective. We get that warmer air coming off of it, about 30-degree rise. Plus, it's very efficient. It will probably be cheaper to heat your house at those temps with electric, the heat pump, than it would be, say, for an oil or a propane furnace. Okay, so you're trying to heat your house, but you want to manage your costs. Now, when we drop colder outside, that's when the heat pump, they don't like those cooler temperatures, and the efficiency is dropped anyway, so they'll switch over to their fuel furnace. But most people will prefer a fuel or a furnace, truthfully, because of the warmer temperatures, consistently warmer temperatures coming out of the registers.
That's great, and it's easy to understand. So, essentially, if your winters don't get too cold, heat pump may be your answer. But if you want to be comfortable and it's a really cold winter where you live, I'm in Cleveland. If you are too, you want the forced air. So, ForquerHeatingandCooling.com. If you're not there, check it out. We have all sorts of videos that Jim does that explain so many great things about how to keep your house comfortable and warm and cool, and keeping your equipment up to date. So check it out, ForquerHeating.com.